Mr. Sombrero, you're out of line.
I said that.
No, you did not.
No, I said that. That's why I attempted to leave immediately within 10 minutes.
You know, sir,
Yeah.
I have the highest respect for you. I'm just stating this. And sometimes when I am here, I always remember that there are young people out there listening.
Mr. Chair, may I explain myself?
Let me just explain first, because it's important. I'm a senator of this country. When we speak here, maraming tao nakikinig, public officials, mga bata nakikinig. We have to show right away the conduct that is proper for all government officials. In effect, I'm just trying to exact values. Maybe I should not be perorating. Maybe I should not be doing this term. But I will do it till the day I die because it's important, because we're a country adrift. We have lost our moral compass. And therefore, kung sinabi ninyo yan at kagad, nasupalpal kagad itong taong ito, itong dalawang ito na brad ninyo ay hindi na nagpunta doon sa kabila at tumingi ng 50 million and shamed our government, shamed our country. Because he represents, these people represent the Bureau of Immigration under the Department of Justice. None of us acted, and that's how things like this happen. That's why I do very many things na papakialaman ko para lang hindi may closure. Hindi natin sinara ang pinto kagad eh. Yan ang problema. Kung sinara ang pinto kagad, ang tagal na nito mga ito, ang nag-file pa eh, si Sombrero pa. Nagkaroon pa siyang pagkakataon. Sabihin, ang totoo yan sila, ini-entrap namin sila, ganyan. Dapat sinara ang pinto. Anyway, that's it, Mr.
May
Chairman.
may reply?
You may.
Yun na po. Yung nangyari sa akin, katulad po nung nangyari dun sa death penalty sa inyo eh. Hindi ninyo pinagpatuloy yung kanyang sasabihin because parang iniinsulto niya kayo. Ganon din po ang ginawa ko. Ang ginawa ko po, nung sabihin niya sa akin na pwede ba pwede ba ang Secretary of Justice ang magninong sa kay Jack Lam? Ako po ay talagang nagpaalam na kagad sapagkat alam ko naman kung saan pupunta ang usapan. But definitely, I could not order the arrest of anybody because there was no crime committed. Ito pong sinabi ko. Kasabi ko yung sinabi sa akin, Secretary, pwede bang kayo magninong kay Jack Lam? Anong klaseng, there is no such crime. Pero, because we know that there are 3 stages of the criminal act. The attempted stage, the frustrated stage, and the consummated stage. Of course, alam natin yung consummated and frustrated. But dun po sa attempted stage, dito, yung corruption of public officials. Wala pong corruption of public officials dito because there was no overt act. Before anybody could be guilty of attempted crime, dapat may overt act. Kaya sinasabi ko, marami ko ng interview ito, kung halimbawa, kasi yan ang mga tanong sa akin ng media, bakit hindi nyo pinaresto, Secretary? Kasi nga, walang crime pang nakukumit. Pero, kung sinabi niya sa akin yon, Secretary, pwede ba kayo magninong kay Jack Lam? Tapos dun sa isang kamay niya, may bit-bit siyang 20 million. Nandito po ang 20 million. Yung po ang overt act. That would be the time when I could order his arrest. Sinabi ko po, before I left, kung gusto ninyo magpatuloy itong ating, yung pinapakiusap natin, itong usapan natin, do not corrupt my people.
I know you said that, but I know you cannot arrest him, but you should have shown umbrage. Because you did not express that. Tumuloy itong dalawang ito, lumakas ang loob, umabot doon. Nakarinig sila, maaaring nakarinig sila, hindi nyo tinanggihan, hindi naman kayo mo. Abay, tumuloy sila, tumawid sila sa tulay of which there is no return for them now.
Mr. Chair, alam ko pong hindi ko naman nakalain na yung mga yan ay after I left ay mag-uusap pa. I have complete trust dun sa mga brothers ko kay Commissioner Agusino at Commissioner Robles. We have been together in the campaign for several months. Kasama ko pa nga iba dyan si Commissioner Agusino sa defending the disqualification cases, yung versus the President. But hindi ko po masabi na they could commit. If ever they committed, I do not want to prejudge. But nung umalis po ako, wala naman pinag-uusapang pera eh.
You know that Argusino said here, and I said, I even defended you. Ang sabi ni Argusino, ang sabi niya, bahala na kayo dyan. Bahala ka na dyan.
In-explain ko po yan, Mr. Chair.
I explained it for you. I said, in fairness to Secretary Aguirre, he never said that. And it was his statement. Na sinabi niya, bahala ka na dyan. And everybody here said to me, kaya I'm just trying to give you a chance so that all this, sometimes perceptions occur when we do not take action. That's all I'm saying.
May say
Go ahead.
something? Yung pong kwan, yung bahala na kayo dyan. Talagang hindi ko po matandaan.
Tapos na yun.
Pero pwede ko nasabi yun. Pero, ang sinasabi ko, yung term, yung sa Tagalog na bahala na kayo dyan, ha? Ang sinasabi ko, pag merong usapan na hindi natapos at yung isang member nung meeting na yun ay aalis, usually sa ating mga Pilipino, hindi ba sinasabi natin na, alis na muna ako, punta muna ako sa 4th floor, ha? Bahala na kayo dyan. Wala po, very innocent, pero pinasasama at pinalalaki lamang nung may gustong magkabit sa akin, mag-link sa akin dito when I have absolutely nothing.
You know, sir, this is not an argument, and I don't want to prolong the argument. In the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, it must be another government official trying to induce somebody to accept money or to do something inappropriate or illegal. And that is for government division because we are held into a different kind of standard. It is because of this, your position, which I respect, that I asked, and I find it very hard to ask these questions. Because I always give somebody the benefit of the doubt. But given that, having said that, I remember a First Lady of the United States said right away, just say no. These two had just said no, tapos. I'm just saying that because nakalagay dito, may not be applicable to you, but by parity of reasoning, kung sa public official lang dyan, at may lumapit sa atin na individual na gusto maglagay, dapat agad slam the door and say, you're out of line, mister. I would have told Sombrero that, you're out of line. Because huwag natin pag-usapan yan. You're out of line. And I can ask you, you know, I'm torn. When I came, I don't want to be emotional here. I'm torn because if I am going to act the way I've been trained as a lawyer, I could use your radio interviews and put doubt on your character. That's why I'm just saying this to you. And I said that the other day. We have to correct these doubts because you are the Secretary of Justice. And we don't want these young people here, so-called, or young, used to be young and lost their way, and allow other people who are listening to do the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. Chair, I perfectly understand you. But I was very definite to Mr. Sombrero. Ayaw kong pag-usapan yan. As a matter of fact, sa interview din po ito, paglabas namin ng room, tinamahan pa ko ni Mr. Sombrero up to the elevator, going to the 4th
if I may
floor.
ask you, sir, now, did you think he was attempting to bribe you?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And because of
But
that,
I-
Mr. Sombrero, were you attempting to bribe the Secretary of Justice?
No, sir.
What were you trying to do when you said malaking tao to si Jack Lam?
Before that
Malaki
meeting,
ito sa Macau. Mayaman ito.
tama po yun, Mr. Chair,
What were you trying to say?
because we are there at DGC to make a proposal, to present a proposal which the Secretary asked me to prepare. So the purpose of that meeting is to present a proposal for Jack Lam. Who is Jack Lam? Ano yung proyekto niya sa Fontana? Ano yung gusto niya mangyari?
A proposal to invest? Is
Hindi
that what
po.
you're saying?
No, sir. The proposal was to pay the necessary taxes and pay the penalties. Another proposal would be...
So did you say that upright? Maybe you were saying it the way you were talking here. Madulas.
Hindi po yun. Ang
Dapat
sab-
sinabi mo, sir, gusto namin bayaran ng fine pwede lang bilisan natin ito. Malaking tao ito. Gusto niyang bayaran kagad ng fine. Ayaw niya masangkot sa illegality. Sinabi mo ba yan?
Hindi ko po sinabi yun.
Yan ang mali mo.
Ang reason po, Mr. Chair, was I realized that Jack Lam is the face of the Asian gaming. Malaking bagay ang madadala niya dahil may exodus po sa Cambodia. The Cambodia, about 100,000 pupunta sa
I was in
Putana.
Subic and I've dealt with big people trying to get into Subic. Big people who had big names, and I always went for these investors, but not illegally. Alright? That's what I wanted to ask you. That's what I wanted to tell you. Kung si Jack Lam malaki at gusto niya mag-invest dito at yun ang gusto mo sabihin, ang sasabihin mo dapat, siguro, and I'm not arguing with you, I'm just saying, I just heard the Secretary of Justice say, you were trying to bribe him. That is the way it came down. That is the way it's coming down to us also. Because it's not an investment. It is not trying to save his reputation. It is simply saying, malaking tao yan, napipili na ako, sabihin mo na yung mga tao mo, magninong ka para maayos. End of story. I don't want to go back to these two people here. I just want to go on with our lives here and correct. Okay, are you done? No.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.